Hola chicos, en la lección de hoy vamos a aprender sobre los objetos directos. Hi guys, in today's lesson we're going to learn direct object pronouns. In today's assignment you will find the notes that accompany this presentation. You may use your notes as you watch the presentation to fill in the information necessary. Okay, so let's get started. What is a direct object pronoun? A direct object is a thing or a person that receives the direct action of the verb. Okay, so in this example, we have I eat cookies. In Spanish, that translates to Yo como las galletas. Okay, so las galletas or the cookies, it is the thing that is receiving the direct action from the verb, which in this case is eat or como. Okay. Raúl kisses his wife. Raúl besa a su esposa. Okay, in this example, we have a person who is receiving the direct action of the verb, which in this case is kiss or besar. Okay, so we can easily identify the direct objects in a sentence because direct objects answer the question who or what is receiving the action. Let's take a look at some examples in English. Bobby hit the ball. What does Bobby hit? He hit the ball. Therefore, the ball is a direct object that is receiving the action. Carolyn hit me. Who does Carolyn hit? Me. Therefore, I am the direct object or the person that is receiving the action from the verb. Okay, let's take a look at some similar examples in Spanish. Yo tengo un libro. What do I have? Un libro. Therefore, un libro is the direct object that is receiving the action from the verb. Los tíos visitan a sus sobrinos. Who do the aunts and uncles visit? Sus sobrinos. Therefore, sus sobrinos is the direct object or the direct person that is receiving the action from the verb. Okay? So why do we use direct object pronouns? Direct object pronouns are used to avoid repeating the direct object over and over in a sentence. For example, let's take a look at an example in English. I saw the book on the table. I picked up the book and looked at the book. My friend has the book in her collection. She says the book is a good book. She has the book and I can borrow the book. Notice that in this first example, we use the direct object over and over again. But now let's take a look at the same paragraph of the same example using direct object pronouns to replace the object. I saw the book on the table. I picked it up and looked at it. My friend has it in her collection. She says that it's a good book. She has it and says I can borrow it. If you notice in the second example, it is a direct object pronoun that replaced the object in the sentence so that it avoided you repeating it over and over again the book. And it sounds a lot better and more fluent than in the first example. Right, so how do we identify a direct object in Spanish? Let's take a look at this equation. We have a sentence, and in the sentence we need a subject, a verb, and then the direct object, which is what or whom is receiving the action. Right, so in the sentence we have the subject, which is yo. The verb is going to be como, which comes from the verb comer, to eat. And las galletas is the direct object. Las galletas are cookies, all right? So this sentence is saying, yo como las galletas. I eat the cookies. Okay, so the direct object is the cookies in the sentence. The subject is yo and the verb is comer or como. Conjugated verb is como. Okay? So if you follow this equation, you would always find what the direct object is in the sentence, and you know which is the one that needs to be replaced with a direct object pronoun. Okay, so now let's take a look at what are the direct object pronouns in Spanish. Okay, so here in English, we have the direct object pronouns are me, you, him, her, or it, us, you, or them. Okay? In Spanish, we have pronouns that are only exclusively used for people, and then we have those that are used for people and things. Okay? So, the ones that are exclusively used for people are me, te, nos, and os. Me, te, nos, and os. Okay? Similar to reflexive verbs. Reflexive pronouns. Okay? That are used with reflexive verbs. Okay? And lo, la, los, las are used for people and also for things. Right, so now that we have learned which are the direct object pronouns that we use in Spanish to replace the object, let's take a look at some examples. Right, so here we have a sentence. Pablo quiere mirar la televisión. Right, so in the sentence we have Pablo, who is the subject. Quiere, wants to, but in this sentence the verb is going to be mirar la televisión. There are two verbs here. There's one verb that is already conjugated, and then the second verb, which is actually the verb that's doing the action, la televisión. Okay, because la televisión is the object in the sentence. And what does he want to do with the TV? He wants to watch the TV. Okay, so what does he want to watch? The TV. Pablo wants to watch TV. Pablo la quiere mirar. All right, so when we have a direct object pronouns, what happens is that when we use the direct object pronouns to replace the direct object, we have to place the direct object pronoun in front of the conjugated verb. Okay, so now we have a sentence that says Pablo la quiere mirar. Okay, so in English it would be Pablo wants to watch it. Okay, you can also attach the direct object pronoun to the end of the infinitive verb, the verb that has not been conjugated. In this sentence, we have two verbs. One is conjugated, which is quiere, and the other one is mirar, which is not conjugated because it ends in AR. Remember, all infinitive verbs must end in AR, ER, and IR in Spanish. Okay? So when we attach the direct object pronoun to the infinitive verb, then the sentence reads, Pablo quiere mirarla. Pablo wants to watch it. All right. So again, pronouns, as previously mentioned, are little words that take the place of the object itself so that the object does not have to be repeated. We saw some examples in English previously, and now let's take a look at some examples in Spanish. Quiero comprar el vestido. I want to buy the dress. ¿Quieres llevar el vestido? Do you want to wear the dress? Sí. Después quiero pagar por el vestido. Yes, then I want to pay for the dress. Right, so how do we use direct object pronouns to replace the object itself? Quiero comprarlo. I want to buy it. ¿Lo quieres llevar? Do you want to wear it? Sí, después quiero pagarlo. Yes, then I want to pay for it. Right, so let's look at one last example, which is the examples we used in one of the previous slides. Right, I eat the cookies. Yo como las galletas. Okay, yo las como. Notice that las galletas was replaced with a direct object pronoun las. That direct object pronoun was placed in front of the conjugated verb. Yo las como. Also notice that the third person direct object pronouns agree in gender and in number. Okay, las galletas, las. Okay, now it's your turn to practice. Let's take a look at some sentences and practice them together. Take a few minutes, read through the sentence, and see if you can use direct object pronouns to replace the direct object itself. All right, chicos, good luck. See you in class. Adios.